a lot better.
Yeah.
It's like you sprint off top.
Yeah, you instantly sprint. Like you do both
Oh, cool.
tactical and sprint at the same time. So you're like
Gotcha.
double full speed instantly.
It's like holding the
Yeah,
turbo
that's what's
button on
up.
Madden. It's like you're holding turbo on
Yeah,
Madden.
pretty much.
Now
Yeah, that's what's up.
and that goes hand in hand with the slide behavior being on tap, because after you take, depending upon what your perk is, like I like to run double time, because that way, if as long as I got my loadout or I got my perk or whatever, then I got twice as much running as everybody else, unless they have it too. And so after you take a certain number of steps, you'll get used to how many steps that is, or how much time of running that is.
And look, they
You,
say that them different skins, man, can take different damages and run at different speeds and shit. I ain't never used none of them, but what they give you.
you
That's the
know,
truth.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Put your vehicle camera recenter on disabled. You still with me?
I don't
Gotcha.
know that vehicle shit,
Say that
bro.
again.
Vehicle camera recenter.
Go to my vehicle.
Vehicle. It's on controller options at the very bottom, second from the bottom.
That shit don't recenter by itself anyway.
Vehicle.
It does, but you don't notice it. It's sort of like the bird. It's sort of like the chirpy bird thing. So
I'm
so
on here.
all right. So put it on disabled. The reason you do that is when you drive in the car. Have you ever like you're driving along and you try to get to somewhere and you come up over a hill and there's a tree right there and you hit it because your camera is looking like kind of forward and up a little bit.
No. Yo, why the fuck
All
are you
right.
asking
It
me to
says
reset the controller
vehicle
tab?
camera recenter and enable or disable.
Disable that camera recenter. That way you can push forward on your right stick while you're driving, going over hills, and you can see the tree on the other side of the hill before you run smack dab into it. It's
No
I
offense, me
disabled.
personally, I have that shit enabled because I'm so used to it that it doesn't affect me.
and I always keep my parachute auto deploy on enabled so I don't go splat while I'm fucking with my settings.
What you mean auto deploy? You mean like once you get a certain distance to the ground and come out by itself?
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's enabled, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, enabled parachute will open. Yeah.
All right. Now
Yeah, it's like a safety net so we don't do
Yeah.
suicide.
Now the
But you
caveat.
know what else the trick though? That you supposed to say you can that when the parachute comes out on its own, then you can drop from that distance. When it first come out on its own, if you drop right then and there, you a splatter.
Well, I know. But
That
you gotta
shit
wait
just
like
splattered me
another
before.
foot.
Like as soon as the auto deploys, then you can push like the let go button or the go away button or circle or whatever it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. That's what I thought. That you're supposed to be able to hit the ground from that distance. But I didn't splattered like that.
It's probably because the ground like beneath you
Moved or something.
yeah,
Yeah, it had to be like
it had a slight drop off.
something.
All right, so 13 meters is the technical amount of distance you can drop before you go splat.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of videos, bro. All right, and under
And
general,
I knew the number right, but I don't never look at it. I be trying to eyeball it. Like I think I can drop.
yeah, I eyeball it constantly, but if you ever wanted to know, 13 meters.
Yeah,
All
and
right,
it's an advantage to know where you can do that at too, because some people I don't know what buildings that I can just jump right off to the ground, and there's somebody on the ground, and you pull that chute out, just to put the chute back in or pull it out, it's time for them to smoke you.
mm-hmm.
And
That's right.
jumping straight to the ground is straight on their ass.
Here's another thing.
And they get me like that, and I don't know which buildings that I can jump straight off, but when I think I can,
Yes,
battle.
yeah. Sometimes you're wrong, but it just take time. Anyway, also that auto deploy parachute thing. If you're like in Warzone, if you pull your parachute out while you're falling, and then put it back away, then the auto deploy is disabled after that. It only auto
Yeah.
deploys one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you up against a building, you can't pull out your parachute.
Yeah. You don't want to be too close to a wall. All right, so
Yeah.
the next tab over on general. Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, go down to film grain, third option down. Turn that shit off. If
Yeah,
it's not.
that's as always. Yeah, that's all.
All right, and tooltips, disable that shit. And subtitles, disable that shit.
Showing prompts and shortcuts on here. What? Yeah. What is? Because I had that enabled. What does that show?
That's like if you're new to the game, if you're new to the game, it'll put little messages up blocking your view to tell you shit that you should already know if you played this game
yeah,
before.
follow all that.
All right, so film grain, kill it. Tooltips disabled. Subtitles disabled.
Yeah.
Language selection, English obviously. Colorblind type, that's something personal for you.
I just set that.
Yeah, for me, I keep I find that for me, Deuteranopia, and
the second one.
Yeah, the second one or whatever, Deuteronomy.
I use the third one. I think the third one, like, cause you know that'll switch the colors up. But the third one give you I think it
depends on
more
you.
like an approximate.
Well, it's just based on you.
Yes,
dude. You will see it differently than me. Like, you know what color green is, right? I know what color green is, right? But the way I see green might be slightly different. I might see green as looking like blue.
So yeah, it works for me.
But
this
for
one,
all my life, I've called it green, so that's what it is to me.
I get the same kind of colors no matter what they got. I can guess it good enough, you know.
All right.
I can dig it.
All right, so just to finish this up, world motion blur, turn that shit off. World motion blur disabled.
And the colorblind target, both, right?
I put mine on world, but you know, that's just
different colors right there.
That's just a personal thing.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
That's just a personal thing. So
the blur disabled.
World motion blur, you see that one?
Yeah, disabled.
Yep. Weapon motion blur, what you say?
Yeah, disabled. Fuck that blur shit.
Yep. Okay, mini map shape, what you say?
What mini map shape? What's before mini map shape? On demand texture streaming, that ain't shit.
What?
Oh, I got square. I use the square.
Yeah, I always use the square, and I keep my rotation enabled on that shit so I don't get lost.
Yeah.
I put my compass cardinal direction on letters because that's good for me. Someone says they're at 242. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Fuck, northwest. All right, over on audio. Are you there yet?
Yeah.
Okay, audio mix. Some people say boost, some people say boost high. I use boost high. They're both pretty good, but boost high works good for me.
Boost high is for when you want to sound whore.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it on boost high.
Yeah, boost high. Put your master volume all the way up if you got a headset like mine, a cheap one. Music volume, turn that shit off. Dialogue volume, I keep mine at 40 so I can hear them calling airstrikes, but without it blocking out.
Oh, so the music volume is off. Oh, so you don't want to hear the TV?
I don't want to hear the music that they put into the game saying do 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 do. You know, it's like, fuck you. I'm trying to hear footsteps.
Yeah, I can dig it.
All right, dialogue volume. Put yours like I put mine at 40. That way, what they call an airstrike, I can still hear that shit, but it doesn't make it too loud that I can't hear someone walking up on me. I'm actually gonna put mine down a couple clicks.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Effects volume. Put it all the way up.
Yeah, that's footsteps and all that shit.
Yeah, you had yours all the way up anyway, right?
Yeah.
All right. Juggernaut music. You could disable that shit like I do. Hit marker sound.
Juggernaut music.
That's the music that it plays whenever you pick the Juggernaut suit up. Hit marker.
It's like hardcore metal from like an old one.
Yeah. So hit marker sound effects. I keep mine on MW. I don't know.
That's on that.
Good for me. Obviously, voice chat is already enabled. Now, for those of you, if everyone's listening right now, open mic recording threshold. Do you have a firm understanding of what that is, everybody?
Yes.
You said what? Open mic?
Open mic recording threshold. Do you know what that really is?
No, what is that?
All right, check it out. Um, if all right, I'm gonna say me over and over again, and I want you guys to shout out whenever you can't hear me no more. Me,
Say
me,
what?
me. All right, I'm gonna say the word me like over and over and over again, and when you can't hear me no more, say now. Okay? Me, 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 me,
Now.
me.
Now.
Now.
Now. Why was
Okay,
up? Now.
okay. See, okay, so when you turn your open mic recording threshold up, you're adjusting the sensitivity of your microphone, and it won't actually, it won't pick up that you're saying anything if you put it too high. Now, the opposite of that is the lower you go, the more sensitive it will be. Like it will pick up your little sister in the other room. It'll
Damn.
pick, all kinds of shit. I put mine at
A
9.
9 on 316.
Yeah, that's the standard. Now, if you start causing echoes, and you'll know if you're the one causing echoes because you won't hear no echo. Everybody else will complain about echoes. They're like, man,
You
someone's
turn it
echoing
down.
Wait. No,
You
I
turn it
can hear
down or
my
up?
echo. I can hear my echo.
right now.
Yeah, I
When
was
I
hearing my
just said,
echo a little bit
when
earlier
I,
too.
yeah, when I said damn, I heard myself and somebody else. I heard myself in the ear, the headphone part.
So hold
But
on, you saying that when you hear the echo, you turn it down or up?
uh, hold on,
Up.
I got a little stoned. Scar, help me out.
But no offense, I've been zoning you all out. I'm on my phone. So
All
what
right,
was your
yeah.
question?
Okay, so if you're like, for instance, right now, let's say that Scar says something. Say something, Scar.
What's good?
Okay, so and he does not hear an echo of his own voice. But I'm talking, and while I'm talking, I'm hearing. While I'm talking, I'm hearing. While I'm talking, I'm hearing. Hey, 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 hey. And you guys are hearing. Hey, 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 hey. You guys are hearing your own echo, and I'm hearing my own echo. But Scar's not hearing an echo. What that means is Scar is causing an echo, and what that means is that he's got his headset, like his speakers on his headset, turned up high so he can hear people walk in, so he can hear the game while he's playing. But he's got his microphone set too sensitive so that it's picking up what his headphones are spitting out. You understand?
Hmm?
So what in that situation, to get rid of that problem, he would have to turn his open mic recording threshold to the right, turn it up just a little bit, him. And that will make it so that everybody else stops hearing themselves echo.
Here, let me make it a little bit easier on you, Allstate. So what he means is that if you turn your open mic threshold up, so you increase it all the way up past 10 and whatnot, that means you have to speak louder into your mic for it to actually pick you up. But the lower the number is on the scale, the less you got to speak for it to pick you up. Mine's at
Yeah, I
2,
got
meaning
that
I
one.
can sit here and I can basically like whisper, you guys will still hear me. But if I turn it up to, let's say, like 50, and I start whispering, you ain't gonna hear shit.
Yeah,
I would have to like literally scream.
when I was saying me over and over, I got to about 19, and you guys weren't able to hear me no more.
It's a preference.
Here's another thing.
Oh shit.
Like, let's say that here's an example of somebody cutting out. I went to you know what I mean? Okay, did you hear how like in the middle of the sentence it cut out? Sometimes people will talk and at their end of their sentence, whatever part of their sentence they're not emphasizing very loud, will cut out. If that happens, then you need to tell them to turn their open mic recording threshold down a little bit because they're speaking softly at certain parts of their inflection of what they're saying, and it's cutting out. It's not picking up everything that they're saying because they're talking too quietly at certain points in their speaking, and that person would need to turn their open mic recording threshold down just a little bit so that it picks up everything they say. Get it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. So yeah, man, I wish I could put that like record what we just talked about onto a short video. And matter of fact, I'm gonna clip that right now.
Easy, yeah, but the easiest way to like explain it,
I'm gonna clip that, and then if you
the
I'm gonna put it on
lower
my
on the
channel.
scale, the less like the quieter you have to speak. The higher on the scale, the louder you guys.